I'm going to take you step by step how to make your own worship video. Well, I'm going to use PowerDirector 365 in order to do this. So let's open PowerDirector 365. And this here comes up. Do you want to try and recover the project and open it? I just click no. And select this picture here, and then with your shift button scroll down and then press on the last image, right click, remove from library. I find that helpful because you're trying to remove all the other things that really you don't need. Then if you've already got the PowerPoint saved into images, so go into your PowerPoint, save your PowerPoint as JPEGs, and then you'll have all of what you need for the slides. Bring it in. That's your images that are going to go over the audio. Then here's the song that I've pre-recorded. We recorded this a couple of Sundays ago. And then bring your recording in and then press play. We were chatting a bit before the beginning of this, so let's bring this. Now you can see this is your audio and your video, so you can see where things are starting. So I think that's probably about the start of it there. So I'm going to do that and then try. It sounded like there was a wee bit more just that needed to be taken off. So I'll just drag it to there, and if you've taken more than one, just again select and then use the shift button to select another, and then right click, remove, and we want to say fill gap. So now that brings it everything over to the edge. That sounds okay. Then what you want to do is click on this and then right click, and then see this here, link, unlink video and audio. So now you're unlinking it in such a way that now when you play, so now we haven't got to the start of the song yet in terms of singing, so we can go over to here and see what part we're at. And so then that we want to stop it about there. So and then press on this to split and select the clip, and then press on that, and then right click on your mouse, remove, and this time we want to leave a gap, so then we can bring the first slide in and drag it until we get to that point. So this is basically what you do for the looks like it's about here that maybe it's going to stop. And so let's again pause it and split, right click on it, remove and leave gap, bring your next one in, and you basically do this for the whole thing until you get. So now we can see from this is we recorded off a screen, obviously, so that then you can see where the change was made by someone pressing, and that gives you a guide. And then do that. Right click again, remove, leave gap, bring that in, drag across with the mouse, and then go to the next one. And this one, let's try there. Maybe just put it back just a little bit. Click, remove, leave gap, bring that in, drag it from the right side, and then let's try. Now this, we can take this one out completely, remove, and bring this in, and just drag to the end. Okay, you see how the color changes? See the way that's red, and it'll change to blue when you're at the same point of the audio, and that's helpful sometimes to notice that. So let's bring it towards the end and find the end point. Let's trim it there. And if you use your mouse and press down and hold the left button of the mouse, and you can drag up and select all of that, and then right click, remove. Now that's your song. You can adjust the volume using this. So if it's too loud, you can press with your left click and drag it down. So you can see it's going minus. If it's not loud enough, you can bring it up. But I think that was okay at as it was. So let's just try and bring it back to the beginning. Let's try it at that. Okay, and now that we've finished that, let's minus it so that we can see. So you can see there the different slides that have come in to basically take out the original video part and put it with an audio. And then the next thing is to produce it. So let's press on produce. And we select, I'm using Windows Media, and I want to go for 2 megabytes, and then choose the place where I want to save it. So I have a place, a folder that I have as being hymns and songs. So let's say go to hymns and songs, upload it to YouTube, and then choose your songs, and then type in More Love, More Power. I'm going to put 2 because I already got this one, and then save, and then start. And you see that it gives you the time remaining and the time that's elapsed, and the size of that file. And it doesn't take that long. You can see that it says that this video song is going to be duration 2 minutes and 14 seconds. So it can be helpful within a service that you're trying to prepare for. If you know that you've got a limited amount of time within the service, particularly with COVID-19, that you can know the different songs that you have and the length of them, and you can put them together. If you produce your video song, like what we're doing with this, then you can have a folder with all the video songs that you have already put together, and you can decide to have a worship slot and bring in More Love, More Power, bring in something before it, and then save them, just produce as we're doing with this one, and then save it as a worship slot. And that's what we've been doing. So now that video is produced, and we're going to say no.